Here's a question for you. Do you know a hashtag from a twit pic? And how many followers do you have, and how many people do you follow? If you live in the Twitterverse, you know exactly what all that means, but can you explain it in 140 characters or less? It's Twitter, allowing users to give short bursts of information and potentially connecting their thoughts with millions of people around the world. But many of us are still trying to figure out how it works. A News reporter Louise Hartland continues our look at the explosion of social media. And Louise, you got a crash course yourself.
Yes, I did. Today I learned to do something 190 million people around the world already do. I've officially entered the Twitterverse.
Sometimes on my phone, mostly on my laptop, sometimes from home, sometimes from the office.
Whether it's changing her Facebook status or sending a tweet, online interaction is a huge part of Nancy Kinney's life.
Probably spend at least 2 hours a day on social media.
As the founder of Advicing, she relies on tools such as Twitter to build her business. And it's working.
You're running an online business. If that's your audience, then that's where you have to be. You have to be online. You have to be getting the conversation going.
Twitter works as a more viral form of blogging. Users can send short bursts of information to people who subscribe or follow them on Twitter. Once you get established, thousands of people could follow you. The prime example is actor Ashton Kutcher. In 2009, he challenged CNN to a race to reach 1 million followers. He won and surpassed it. The queen of the Twitterverse is Lady Gaga. She has more than 8 million followers. Celebrity status aside, perhaps you could call Nancy the princess of Twitter in Victoria. Just how many followers does Nancy have? Well, to put things into perspective, if you filled Save on Food's Memorial Center to capacity not once, not twice, you still wouldn't match the number of followers Nancy has on Twitter.
There's 17,000 and a few odd people following us.
17,516 to be exact. Most of them from Victoria.
And, you know, and the beauty about Twitter and social media in general is that your audience can be very targeted and can be very local.
As a Twitter newcomer, I asked Nancy to show me the ropes.
Sign you up.
A News Louise. I'm in.
Look at that. Yay!
And as easy as that, I'm sending my first tweet. Royal Roads University professor Gil Wilkes says that's just the start.
Services connected to Twitter that you can use, again, to identify high-performing users or to identify the sorts of users that you want to follow, the sorts of Twitter contributors that you want to follow, to get the news that you want, to find the images that you want, to find the services and information that you want.
You can find and target topics you're interested in by using the number sign, called a hashtag, to mark keywords.
So, for instance, with all the stuff going on in Egypt, you know, hashtag Egypt is a huge topic, right? To see what's going on in Egypt, to see what other people are saying.
Or to see what people are working on as it happens and how it affects your world.
Well, Louise, you know, you pointed it out in your report, what a great way it is for people to share information with us and to get information out, and Egypt's a great example of that.
Yeah, this is a great tool, especially in the news business, because it makes almost everyone out there who's witnessing news or sees something happening almost a journalist in themselves. So we're going to show you tomorrow how you can help as a viewer and interact with us and share news as you see it happen, and we'll put it on our show.
I'm like you. I'm a newbie to all of this, and I've had a Twitter account for a while, but you're never quite sure what to say. And we want to make sure that people know we're not going to waste their time with a bunch of nonsense. We'll let them know what's going on in the news each day, but, you know, behind-the-scenes activity as well.
Exactly, a little bit about our personalities.
And, you know, we want to get some followers happening here, and as you may have noticed tonight, we are putting our Twitter address up with our names, and we encourage you to follow each and every one of us. We'll see if I can get more followers than you by the end of the newscast, Louise. How's that?
Oh, it's a challenge.
There you go. All right. Check back at 6. Thanks, Louise. Thanks.